Good morning, Charlie Cod. Yeah, don't tell me my card's invalid. It's ambulatory. Good morning. Welcome to Live and Learn, the morning gratitude show. It's 5:03, 5:04 a.m. And as always, we start off the day with a little patriotism. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Let's get it on. Let's do it. It's 19 degrees Fahrenheit here in the morning from Boston, Massachusetts, United States of America, North America, planet Earth, third stone from the sun, solar system, outer spiral arm, Milky Way galaxy, local group, Virgo cluster, Laniakea supercluster, known universe, smuggled somewhere within the grand tapestry of the yet-to-be unplumbed and unfathomed multiverse of possibilities. Good morning, happy Friday, and welcome to your day. May you format it with some gratitude. That's what I do. It's a holiday weekend. We got Monday off. It's Martin Luther King Day. So it's also the inauguration too. Lots of half the country's happy. The other half of the country is really sour. And welcome to the Gratitude List Show, where we start the day with my gratitude list. And I start off my gratitude list with what I call the Foundation 8. I do that for structure and for discipline, and to give myself a some kind of framework, some kind of system, and it works for me. So and then I add to that gratitude list and I build on that. So my Foundation 8 are as follows. I am grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. And it's Friday. Celebrate hollandaise. Mix some butter with my eggs. We're gonna have emulsification. Yeah, that's my hollandaise song. I'm a professional chef. I know how to make sauce. I got the sauce. You want the sauce? I got the sauce. It's Friday. We usually get apolitically incorrect here at the Gratitude Show on Fridays. It's something I started during the election cycle. And so I am grateful for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, a solid breakfast, and I'm grateful for lots of things, and it really helps me keep balance. It gives me purpose. I have a better perspective, and I found a modicum of peace. All these things came either it's priceless, came at a great price, or had no price, no cost at all. It was just a matter of reaching inside yourself and finding it, the diamond in the rough, the diamond that turned to the coal that you thought was a lump of coal. And when the carbon crumbled away, there was a shiny diamond underneath there, effulgent and bright and refractive. Awesome. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're going to continue to have a good day. I hope you're going to have a great weekend. Tune in tomorrow, 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern to West at Thinking Critical for the comics aficionados. We have comic book news to discuss. Diamond, Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Neil Gaiman. Enough said. New releases. We also have Sunday, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern. Usually, it's called the Super Sully Sunday stream. I'm going to be busy on Sunday. So let's see if I'm all set by 3 p.m. enough that I can pull off having a show. I'm moving my shit, my gear, my stuff. So I'm grateful and blessed. I got one of my best friends from high school, and he's got a big old SUV. And it might take 2 trips, but bang, get it all done. And then we just got to switch over the bills and just call it a day. And I'm grateful and blessed. Before I get apolitically incorrect, I am so grateful and blessed for friends, old and new. Thank you, MC. And I'm grateful and blessed that you're still here. I mean, he conquered the big C. And it's probably going to be a lifelong struggle, too, after that. But every day is a gift. And I'm just so grateful for you, Mario. I really am. I love you, man. And thank you for sharing with me what you told me 2 weeks ago about you, too. That's wonderful, man. My heart is just so open and shining with love, man. Thank you. And then newer friends, like my 2 flatmates, Edwin and Andrew. Edwin's, from Quincy. And he's been my flatmate for 7 years. 7 years. And then we got Andrew. And Andrew's been living there going on 4 years. And so we went through COVID together. We went through lockdown together. And the greatest compliment I can give to these men and myself is that we would make exceptional astronauts. We really would. 3 minutes. Oh yeah, well that's on time. I gotta sleep in. I'm pushing I'm gonna set the alarm clock to 3:57 a.m. because I deserve it. I've been waking up at 3:37 for years. I just pushed it up to 3:47, and you know what? I'm going to push it up to near 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to give myself 20 more minutes of sleep because I deserve it. Ain't that nice? I think that's wonderful. But cheers. God bless and namaste to Andrew and to Edwin. We became friends over the years. It's not like we're all like best friends and everything and like do stuff together. But we have a few times. And it's really nice. God bless them, and I hope, just they can continue that. It's a great place. It's a rundown kind of shabby kind of, as I like to say, it ain't no Taj Mahal. But what it is, it's homey, and it's inexpensive, and it's just, a home is who is inside of it and what you got going on. And it's just, thank you guys. Seriously, I'm so blessed and grateful. The bills are always paid. The house is always relatively clean. It's never a shabby mess. I mean, everyone just keeps to themselves, but are friendly. And for the first time in my adult life, I'm going to go live alone. I've always either had roommates or I've had girlfriends. And so I've never lived alone. The closest thing I can describe to this feeling is growing up in the projects. It was just me and my mom. Like when my mom would take off for the weekend, when I was old enough to be left alone, and I would just, I'd get a pizza and just like hang out in my underwear and just, be a goof. And I've found that inner goof. Once again, seriously, I haven't felt this way in decades. Like this like old real me has returned. That I sing little songs to myself. Pretend I got a dog. My poor dog. If I had a dog, I'd be singing to the dog all the time. And That's one of the good things about having a dog. Is you sing to them and you talk to them, or a cat, or a parrot, or a ferret, or whatever you choose as your familiar, as your companion, your pet. Eventually, I will get a dog. I do have plans to go, I think, to Florida in late April, and then to Dallas in early June for Dallas Fan Expo. So, I mean, I think it would be just, it wouldn't be fair to the dog to, invite a dog into your home and then take off for like that. I mean, it's bad enough that like I'm gone for 10 hours of the day. 8 of them at work and transit. Haha! Here's the train again. Training on my train like a trainee train. Oh, geez. Here we go. Unhoused people. Here we go. All right. Let's sit down. Let's grab some pine. Let's get to it. God bless them. You should feel blessed and grateful. I am blessed and grateful.
Next stop, Quincy Center.
So, anything going on this weekend? Anything major? Anything minor? Did your horse win? Oh man. Apolitically Incorrect Fridays started late last year around the election cycle for me to help cope with all the madness. And people have gotten downright European about politics, and I mean that. Academic postmodernism is a result of 19th century German philosophers. Schopenhauer, Hegel, Kant, Marx, and specifically everything that led up to Karl Marx. And Karl Marx, and this goes, and preceding all the Germans, you could pretty much nail it as Jean-Jacques Rousseau in the late 18th century in France. And about, how to transcend nature and how culture and society is nothing but power struggles between the entitled aristocracy and the poor serfs and plebeians, who are the majority. And if they united and used that as leverage, that they could usurp and upset and equalize the power structure and share inequity and share all that. Yeah, I get it. So, like, political violence is more, it's synonymous with European styles of behavior. Like, look, in America is a little different. America was a break away from European inculcated modes of thought. And so America is more associated with toughness, with resilience, with compromise, with solving problems, with innovation, and that there is a sense of getting along that we haven't lost. There's this illusion that we've lost this. But in the past 30 years, coming out of higher education and academia, which has been completely infiltrated with academic postmodernism, Derrida, there's so many fucking idiot names I gotta remember. Derrida, it'll come back to me at 3 a.m. tomorrow. Trust me, I'll wake up and be like. But it's a very European mentality to use violence in politics. and to not get along and to try to use violence as leverage. Sure. I mean, it's not very American. It's my humble opinion. And remember, I'm just a high school graduate, and these are from the cheap seats, you know? I'm from the blue collar. I'm from the cheap seats all the way up top in the balcony. So Monday is not just Martin Luther King Day. It's the inauguration of the 47th president of the United States. Half the country is elated. The other half are acting like sore losers. Demonizing, rabble-rousing. I mean, it's like, it's not working. And it's like America has kind of spoken up. We want typicity. We want something a bit more normal. And it's not, and it's, maybe it is a little bit of heartlessness and a bit of selfishness. I'm sorry, but people, typical normal Americans, literally need to live their lives, and most people will choose themselves and their own families over strangers with their sob stories. I'm sorry. I know that's terrible to say. It's terrible to think. Good morning.
Entering Quincy Center. Entering Wollaston.
Yes, I'm okay though.
And
Next stop, North Quincy.
Just about
over one.
Go. So yeah, so if your horse didn't win, why are you being a sore loser? I mean, I don't know. Gosh, it's just... And it's a good reason why I don't put hope into politics or government or... I got more years behind me than I got ahead of me. And I too worry about my life and my existence more than some stranger on the internet who's screaming it
Entering
and trying to
North
guilt
Quincy.
me into, you know, to compel me to agree to things that I might not agree with. Oh wow, there's a McDonald's here? Oh, there's always been a McDonald's here, Sully. There's a Target here and a McDonald's. Oh gee. I'm a sucker for McDonald's. I really am. But it's better to make a
smoking,
hamburger
please.
at home. It's probably safer too. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. But I'm at the point where it's like, you know, the whole like the president's evil, the president's Hitler kind of thing. It's just, shut the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. Who are you trying to
Next
impress
stop,
besides your little own?
JFK UMass.
Yep, fucking echo chamber. I mean, I want to be helpful. I want to be a good person. I am. And I am helpful. And I'm a decent person. I don't know. I just hope to know nothing bad happens Monday. Because I'm like, oh, why? There have been 2 attempts on President Trump's life. No call for gun reform from the left after that. They're fine with violence. They really are. I mean, look at the Summer of Love, 2020, the BLM riots.
and stuff. I mean, and just, but that also, that was like, there was a similar thing in the mid '60s too, with the civil rights riots and I mean, just things come to a head. Anger happens. There needs to be release. There needs to, unfortunately, it's still the human response. Is to lash out, to burn things and to break things, to hurt people. All humans live some kind of ignorance. You can't be completely aware of everything. There are very few people that can even cope with extreme empathy, having extreme empathy, because there's so much suffering in the world. And this is what Buddha taught. It's like one of the essential truths. The four essential truths of Buddhism, that suffering is what the world is made of. And what you have to do is identify suffering, and you need to either transcend it or learn to live with it. They call it dukkha. I don't know. And just because your horse won doesn't mean that everything's going to be okay. I mean, there's just so much intellectual luggage to the left. It's quite burdensome. It's just, everything's so needy. Activists are such the neediest bunch. And they ruin everything. Some people we have lives. Look at my sources of escapism: comic books and science fiction. And because of academic postmodernism, 30 years of political correctness in grad schools, everything. That's just, they're trying to reshape culture through popular entertainment. That's obvious. Am I making that up? No. I'm grateful and blessed that I have the wisdom to see through such stuff. But it's not working. It's not selling. People don't want to spend their time being lectured. If you want a homily, you go to church. That's the cost of treating everything as a platform to disseminate your message, to adjust your narrative. I'm so sick of these words, these terms. We need new words. We need new terms. We need some new shit. I don't know. I had so many friends on the left, real life friends, men and women that I love, that I spend my time with, that I miss. I've got lots of people I know on the right, family members, co-workers, non-delusional parasocial friends on the internet. Who gave you permission to not get along and not cooperate and not negotiate? What leverage do you really have over me besides the threat of my life and livelihood? I don't know. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. But
change of a computer rail local bus connection. Or service asphalt, doors open on the left, JFK.
But the inauguration's on Monday. And let's bring on the next 4 years. Is it a mandate? Is it? Who knows? I'm saved by my mantra. My mantra is from the Bhagavad Gita, an Indian epic poem. And it's the spiritual kernel of Hinduism, where all this is temporary endure this. You know, all these things around you, man, or woman, or however you are just, they're fleeting, they're transitory, they're temporary. It's hot and cold. It's pleasure and pain. It's summer and winter. They come, they go. Therefore, endure them.
Next stop, Andrew.
Matras parsas tu kuntea, sitnos na, suka tukata, agama pahina, nitnas, tam tiriksasva barata. Endure them, O hero. Endure them. These words save me. That and the gratitude list. It's giving me the ability to rise above my attachments, not just my ideologies, my politics, my opinions, but also my attachment to the result of the actions, the phalam karma, the fruit of action. And here's my childhood bedroom. Hello, projects. The Mary Ellen McCormick Housing Development, formerly known as the Old Harbor Projects, where I grew up. It got renamed in the mid-1980s. I was like 12 or 13 by then. I grew up in Old Harbor. Yeah. I go by it every day now. Memory lane, huh?
I'll see you Monday.
And I hope you're doing good. I hope you're safe and sound. I hope you're happy. I hope you have things to be grateful for. Write them down. Start a gratitude list. Let me know in the comment section. What are you grateful for? What are you looking forward to? I mean, are you gonna have a good weekend? You got plans? I do. I'm gonna do the show on Wes's Saturday morning, then hustle back to Medford and pack all night, and wake up early on Sunday, and start the migration, or actually finish the migration. I already started it. Wish me luck. Thank you so very much, and I'm so grateful and blessed for you who tune into the show, who smashed that like button, who turned on the
No
notifications.
smoking, please.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We'd love to have you aboard. We make content pertinent every day. We talk about spirituality, gratitude. We talk about cooking. There's a playlist for that. Comic books? I got plenty. We also do a Sunday show, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern. Come on by. And thank you so much for tuning in. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And you have a great weekend. Bye.